I'm Aqua Alex, and you're watching Aqua Alex Live. Let's learn about tropical fish today. I am live finally. I apologize for the technical issues. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Aqua Alex Live. Welcome to a brand new series here on Aqua Alex Live. Welcome to Life in the Amazon River. I'm your host, Aqua Alex Cardinale. There is no better person to talk to you about the Amazon River and all the fish that live in the Amazon River than me. Take it from me. I have a love and a passion for South American fish. I love South American cichlids. I love South American catfish. I love South American tetras and cherisons. I love a lot of fish from the Amazon River in South America. And one example of that is my 75-gallon aquarium that I have right now because a huge majority of my livestock is all fish from South America. I've got a red hook, I've got Milosoma silver dollars, I've got Severums, chocolate cichlids, vulture catfish, Niger catfish. What else is in there? I got flat-tailed Procholotus, arowanas. So a huge majority of the freshwater fish that I keep are all from the Amazon. And I really, really believe that the Amazon River has some of the best fish species out there. So it's safe to say that 90% of the freshwater fish that are in the aquarium hobby come from the Amazon River in South America. So I figured it would be awesome to do a series of videos where I talk about fish that live in the Amazon River and, of course, other aquatic animals that share the habitat with our tropical fish species. So, over the next couple of weeks, months, I'm going to be talking about all the different aquatic animals that live in the Amazon River and how they affect people that live there and how to take care of them in the aquarium hobby. So this is going to be a very beneficial series here on Aqua Alex Live. So I will have special guests occasionally, and this will be a really, really cool series. I did host this series on my podcast, Aquatic Wetline, way back in 2015, but we are rejuvenizing it right now. So, like I said a moment ago, on Life in the Amazon, I will discuss all the aquatic species that live in South America and the Amazon River. I will discuss the fish, the snakes, and more. All right, so today, to get things started, I'm going to talk about fish with teeth, aka the toothy fish of South America, fish with teeth from the Amazon River. There are currently 9 recognized species of fish that have teeth in the Amazon River, and those are just 9 that are well known. There are probably many more out there that have teeth, and a majority of the fish that have teeth from South America are cherisons and tetras. And I'm going to talk about them all with you right here on this first episode of Life in the Amazon. So before we get started, if you're watching this video and you have questions on the fish with teeth from Amazon, please feel free to post them in the comments, in the chat, and I will answer your questions. So I appreciate anyone that's watching live or catching the replay of this video. I really appreciate your view. All right, let's get started and let's start talking about fish with teeth in the Amazon River. The first species we're going to talk about is perhaps one of the most recognized species in the Amazon River, and that is the piranha. Piranhas are a pretty interesting fish. The locals in the Amazon River, the people that live in South America, do not fear piranhas because to them, piranhas are food. You'll find people living in Peru, Brazil, Colombia, and Venezuela preparing piranha soup. Red belly piranhas and black piranhas are often cooked for soup by the native people of the Amazon. But there are hundreds of species of piranhas. They all belong to the family Ceratosomidae, and the different species of piranhas are Pygrocentris, Ceratosomus, Pristobiricon, and Pygopristis. Now, the more aggressive piranhas, the meat-eating carnivore piranhas, are the Pygrocentris and Ceratosomus species. So, Pygrocentris is red belly piranhas, Caribe piranhas, Payara piranhas, and Ternsneti piranhas. Ceratosomus piranhas are the ram, the black piranha, the gold spillo piranha, the Manueli piranha, and all the other different piranhas that are out there. Pristobiricon are like the wimple piranha and some of the other scale and fruit eating piranhas that are out there. So most piranhas grow to be about 8 to 10 inches. The largest piranha is the black rhombus, which gets to be about 2 feet in length. And there are a couple episodes here on Aqua Alex Live on my YouTube channel, on my Aqua Alex Live playlist, where I talk about keeping and caring for the piranha in the home aquarium. They're a very hardy fish to keep. You don't really need any care tips other than the Pygrocentris are the only piranhas that can be kept in a school, except for the Ceratosomus giri, which are really, really rare and expensive. So, keeping piranhas in an aquarium, you want a really large aquarium, the largest that you can afford. And I personally recommend 55 gallons and up for Pygrocentris, and Ceratosomus go for 90 gallons and up. And I really don't know much about the other species of piranhas, Pristobiricon or Pygropristis. I don't know much about those species of piranhas. But again, check out my other episodes where I talk about keeping piranhas in the home aquarium. All right, coming in that number two, our second toothy species of the Amazon, is a species that I'm getting pretty soon. I'm actually setting up an aquarium this Saturday to get this species, and it is the freshwater wolffish, a very nice species of fish from South America. And there are three species that belong to the freshwater wolffish family. There is Hupelas, there is, and I can't pronounce the other two, but the most common species of wolffish is Hopalos, which is the Emira wolffish and the black wolffish and the common Colombian wolffish. Hopalos wolffish grow the biggest. They can grow to be about 2 to 3 feet in length. And the redfin wolffish and the gold wolffish, they grow to be about 8 to 14 inches in length. They don't get super huge at all, but they do grow decent size. Now, the fun thing about wolffish is that they look like a goby or some sort of a bottom dweller, but they're actually a bottom dwelling tetra that has a sharp row of teeth. In the wild, the wolffish eats piranhas. So imagine a red belly piranha swimming by, and a very big, a very large Armira wolffish comes up and eats it. Very, very cool. I love the wolffish. Now, I've never personally kept them in the home aquarium, but that's going to change in a few weeks. Like I said, This Saturday, I'm setting up the tank for a trio of red wolffish and another tank for another wolffish, and I'm going to grow them out and see how they are as a fish. I can't wait for that. Of course, I'm going to have a video of that on my YouTube channel this weekend. But wolffish are a pretty interesting fish. I've seen plenty of videos on YouTube of people keeping wolffish and feeding them live food. So I'm going to have some ditherfish in with my wolffish, most likely black skirt tetras and tiger barbs, and they'll likely be picked off and eaten by the wolffish, but that's what they do in the wild anyway. In the wild, wolffish will pick off smaller schooling fish like tetras and apistogrammas and things like that. But I think that's pretty cool. Now, in the Amazon, during the dry season, waters start to evaporate. But what's pretty cool about the wolffish is that they can survive in waters that have little to no oxygen much longer than piranhas and other tropical fish. So, in the months where water has no oxygen and water starts drying up, you'll often see Hippolytus wolffish and other species of wolffish alive with South American lungfish and plecos because the South American lungfish, the freshwater wolffish, and plecos can survive without oxygen for quite a long time. I don't know much about caring for them in the aquarium, but once I get my own wolffish, I'll start to learn about them and gain experience with them. All right, now one of my favorite predatory fish with teeth, and that is the Payara, or the vampire tetra, or the saber-toothed tetra. There are quite a few species of Payara available in the aquarium hobby, but the most common ones are the Armatus pariah, the red-tailed pariah, also known as a tat, and the scone pariah. But that one is a little bit fragile and a little bit sensitive and often dies easily. There's also another species, the species with the R name. That one is a little bit very rare in the aquarium hobby. I've been in the aquarium hobby for about 18 or so years, and I've never seen one of those. But they're a very beautiful fish. They get really large. All pariah get really large. The scum gets about 12 inches. The armatus gets about 2 feet. The cat gets about 2 feet. So pariah get really large. But unlike piranhas, they can be kept with other fish, provided that they're kept with fish that are too big to fit in their mouth. And they have really large mouths. Now, in the wild, these will eat peacock bass. These will eat piranhas. These will eat Oscars and some smaller species of wolffish. So they eat pretty much other predatory fish, and they eat a lot. In the wild, they can eat up to 2 or 3 pounds of fish per day, which is pretty cool. And I found that out by a friend who studies fish in South America. Pariah are a fish that are caught a lot in South America by fishermen and people who love fishing, game fishing, because they put up a good fight and they're a really cool fish. Now, in the aquarium hobby, pariah can be kind of difficult to keep. That's why I would not recommend a beginner keeping pariahs because they need pristine water conditions and they need large aquariums. I'm talking 125, 150, 180, and up. The bigger, the better, but they are a pretty cool species. All right, the next species of fish we're going to talk about is the Exodon tetra, a smaller species of fish, but they have teeth. The Exodon tetra is a pretty cool fish. It's like a smaller version of a piranha. Now, the Exodon, they eat scales, so they'll pick scales off of other fish in South America, but they'll also eat fruit and other stuff like that as well. They don't grow that big. They grow to about 3 or 4 inches at the most. So they can be kept in a 40-gallon breeder and larger in a large school, but I would not keep them with anything else besides maybe a school of Pygrocentris piranhas. Now, these are commonly caught for the aquarium hobby. That's about the extent of the Ixodon tetras in the wild. Local people don't care about them. They don't eat them. If they get caught in a net, they're thrown back or they're given to aquarium collectors who will bring them to the nearest aquarium wholesaler where they'll undergo quarantine and then they'll be shipped out to pet stores and fish stores all around the world. So the Exodon tetra, pretty cool fish. However, not my particular cup of tea. They're very thin, nippy, and they eat scales, and they can't really be trusted with other fish besides maybe Pygrocentris piranha. And I apologize for the background noise. My uncle's on the phone with his friends, but hopefully he's gone now. All right, the next species we're going to talk about is a freshwater barracuda. Yes, there are freshwater barracuda, and they come from South America. The picture I'm about to show you is actually a red-tailed barracuda. Another dream fish of mine. I have always wanted to get my hands on a red-tailed barracuda, but I've been unable to find them locally. But maybe I'll come across some in the next few months when I upgrade my 75-gallon to a 125-gallon aquarium. Now, the freshwater barracuda, they grow quite large. Most of them will get to 18 to 24 inches in length, but there are some dwarf species that'll grow to 6 to 12 inches in length. It just depends on the location where they're collected. Some are from Peru, Venezuela, Brazil, etc. But most of them grow large, and they are a schooling fish, so they do need to be kept in a large aquarium, like a 90-gallon up to a 220 and larger. Again, this is another fish that is not eaten by the locals. The locals will either release them or hand them over to the aquarium exporters. A lot of people think of this fish in South America as the dog tetra or dogfish. And sometimes they'll come into the aquarium hobby as a dogfish or a dog tetra because their teeth are kind of canine shaped. Pretty cool fish. And once I start keeping them, I can tell you some information on keeping them in the home aquarium. All right. The next fish is another toothy fish that I have never kept before, and it is called the Biracon tetra. You're going to notice they look very similar to a golden dorado. Now, the Biracon is a pretty cool fish. There are multiple species of Biracon. All of them eat fruit, and they also eat meat as well. They'll eat fish larvae, crustaceans, etc. They're all a pretty cool tetra. I almost got one a few months ago from my buddy at tangledupincichlids.com. He had one left in stock, but someone got him before I can get them. And when I ordered my flagtail Procholotus and my Leporhinus, I thought it was in stock, but it was a mistake on his website, so I wasn't able to get a Biracon at the time. But I definitely will get a Biracon in the future. I've never kept them before. I heard they're very aggressive, but like I said, I have no experience keeping them in the home aquarium. Now, in their natural habitat in the Amazon, the Biracon is actually used for science. Scientists study their breeding habitats. Scientists study their diets, which is how I learned that Biracon eat fruit, and they will also eat crustaceans, larvae, insect larvae, fish babies, things like that. So the Biracon is a pretty cool fish. Shout out to my friend Big Tank Hank, who is tuning in. Hey Hank, how you doing? Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for stopping by and showing me some love. I really appreciate that. Great guy. So make sure you check out Big Tank Hank's YouTube channel. Wonderful, wonderful gentleman and a great friend of mine. All right, so the next toothy fish from the Amazon that we're going to talk about is one that I talked about before I mentioned the Biricon. Remember, I said the Biricon looks like a certain fish, and that fish ends up being a golden dorado. And the golden dorado, believe it or not, is actually a cherison, a very large growing cherison, and one that a lot of people want to get, but I feel that this is a fish that does not belong in the aquarium hobby, just like the Arapuma and other monsters don't belong in the aquarium hobby because the Dorado gets to be about 2 or 3 feet in length. They're an active swimmer and they need strong flow in their aquariums. So most fish keepers aren't going to be able to provide strong flow or a large aquarium to house this fish. So I personally will never keep a Dorado because they need a big tank and a strong flow, and they can be quite finicky in the home aquarium. But like I said, they're a very gorgeous fish, and they have razor sharp teeth, and they prey on littler fish and other fish that they can get their mouth on. Pretty cool fish, but you'll see them at predatory fins and other places. If you have a large pond, sure, they're great for you, but if you don't have a large pond or a large aquarium, avoid them like the plague because they die quickly and they're very finicky about their water parameters and they need a really, really large aquarium. Trust me, I've contemplated getting a few a couple of years ago, and then I talked to my fish store that imports South America, and he told me they're not even worth bringing in anymore because they die, and a lot of people don't have the room for them. But pretty cool fish. I do agree that they're a beautiful fish. Big Tank Hank says, "What's up, buddy? Nothing much. Had a great day of bowling today, and I did a baking video, which is going to air on Saturday here on my YouTube channel, and I'm excited for the debut of this show, the Life in the Amazon River, which is currently underway, and we're almost done with our first episode. So I'm really, really happy about that, and really enjoying talking about the toothy fish of the Amazon. All right, so the last two species that I'm going to talk about are species that I have kept before, and they're classified as herbivorous, vegetable, and fruit eaters, but in my opinion, they can be carnivorous as well because they will eat meat and anything you put in your aquarium. So the next species I'm going to talk about is the silver dollar species, one of my all-time favorite South American fish that comes from South America. So in this picture, you can see the first silver dollar. You can see a tiger striped silver dollar, Mentinus fasciatus. Then you see a regular silver dollar, which is Mentinus argentis. There's a black bar silver dollar. That one is a thin bar variant. That's a Mylius strumbaki. Then at the bottom is a spotted silver dollar. Then there's a red hook, which is very beautiful, Mylius ruberapinus. And I just did a species profile on the red hook, which you can find on my Aqua Alex Live playlist. So silver dollars, pretty cool fish, very peaceful, will not harm any of your aquarium fish. Just keep them with fish that are too big to be eaten. So the silver dollar species that come from South America, they all come from South America, but there are 4 recognized species of silver dollars. There's Mentinus, Mylius, Mylosoma, and Temetes. Now, Mentinus species are the smallest of the group. Mentinus will grow from anywhere from 6 to 8 inches, while Mylius can range from 10 inches to 2 feet, Mylosoma 8 to 10 inches, and Tometes 8 to 24 inches. But the most commonly available silver dollars are going to be from Mentinus and Mylius. Mylosoma is now coming into the aquarium hobby. This year I purchased 7 of them. And for many years, that was a dream fish. So to be able to have 7 of them in 1 year is incredible. I'm working with a supplier who is supplying fish from Brazil, Peru, and Colombia, and that is how I was able to get some wild caught specimens of Mylosoma aerium and Mylosoma deventuri. And that's where I'll be getting my wolffish from too. I have seen some newer species of Mylius, such as Mylius arnoldi and Mylius turnsneti, which are pretty cool red hooks. But silver dollar is really easy to keep. Just provide a large aquarium and keep them in a school, and real simple to take care of. They can live with angels, they can live with Oscars and other South American cichlids, things like that. Pretty cool fish. They do have teeth, and they use their teeth to bite down on plants and vegetables, and they will defend themselves with their teeth as well. Pretty cool fish species in my opinion. So I really appreciate um, the uh, silver dollar species. All right, so I'm going to ignore that comment. Um, that's not appropriate for this episode. People are funny. All right, the final species that we're going to talk about, and this one is one of the most well-known toothy fish of the Amazon, perhaps because it is the largest, and it is the tambaqui, the pacu. One of my favorite species of fish, but unfortunately I can't house them because they get too big. There are two species of pacu, the red belly pacu, which is the Paractus, and the black pacu, tambaqui, which is the Colomosa or Colosoma species. There's also the yellow belly pacu, which is under the Pyracus family. So pacus get really huge. They need a massive aquarium. They can weigh up to 4 to 10 pounds. So you're talking about a 2 to 2.5 to 3 foot fish. So they need a really large aquarium. But in the wild, they eat nuts, not testicles, but nuts that fall from fruit trees. That is pretty cool in itself if you think about it. Um, these nuts fall into the water and they're hard to crack. Birds can't crack them. Other species of fish can't crack them. But it's the tambaqui and the red belly pacu that use their strong jaws to crunch on those nuts, crush them up, eat them, and then they use the fat from the nuts as an energy preservative, and they're able to store energy, and they'll have fat reserves and energy for a while. That's how they survive the dry season and things like that. Um, and they'll also eat other fruits. And when the dry season comes and there's no nuts or fruits available, that's when they'll start preying on smaller fish and things like that, because they are, after all, carnivorous. But for the most part of their diet is nuts and fruit. Unfortunately, pacu and silver dollars are on the menu for the locals that live in South America and the Amazon River. They will actually purposely go looking for tambaqui under fruit trees. They will get a big fish net and they will catch a lot of them. Um, Pacu are commonly found underneath fruit trees looking for nuts and stuff, and that's where they'll find a lot of Mylosoma, Mylius, and Pacu species, and some of the fruit-eating piranhas like the Prygopristis and the other one that we talked about. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Those are all of the Toothy species of the Amazon that I know about, and all of them are cherisons, tetras, surprisingly, which is pretty cool. The South American lungfish does have teeth, but not they really can't harm anybody with their teeth. And at one point, bull sharks were believed to cross into the Amazon River. but Jeremy Wade did a video or a TV show on them last year, and there hasn't been any sightings of a bull shark in the last 5 years. So I'm starting to believe that we'll probably won't see a bull shark in the Amazon River, not for a long time. You'll probably find them like in the brackish region, but I don't think they'll go in the freshwater region of the Amazon River anytime soon. All right. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the toothy fish of the Amazon. I know I talked about piranha and pacu and silver dollars before, but I never really talked about dorado, biracon, barracuda, exodons, and pariah before. So I thought this would be a great way to kickstart the Life in the Amazon series. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you guys enjoy this series as much as I will. So next week, on my next episode of Life in the Amazon, I am going to talk about the most dangerous aquatic creatures in South America. That's right, next week I will talk about the aquatic creatures that can hurt you or even kill you in the Amazon. For example, electric eels will be on that list. Green anacondas will be on that list. What else? Paraiba catfish may be on that list, and a lot more. There's going to be more than 9 species mentioned. So make sure you check out next week's episode, The Most Dangerous Aquatic Creatures in South America. And fish keepers, don't forget, subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinale. Remember, we're about to celebrate our 8-year anniversary in March, and I've got a huge giveaway coming up. So if you are a new subscriber, you want to check out the following promo that's going to wrap up this show. I'm Aqua Alex. You've been watching the first episode of Life in the Amazon here on Aqua Alex Live on my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinale. I will see you on my next episode. Peace out. Enjoy the aquarium hobby. Stay safe. And I will see you on my next video. Thank you for watching. Aqua Alex Cardinale here, and I'm here to announce the Ultimate Aquarium Hobbyist Giveaway. On Sunday, March 6, 2022, I will proudly celebrate my 8th year as a YouTuber. And to celebrate and say thank you to all the amazing aquarium hobbyists and tropical fish keepers who have supported my YouTube channel over the last 8 years, I am doing the Ultimate Aquarium Hobbyist Giveaway. There are 3 amazing prizes. The first prize is a $100 gift certificate to Tangled Up in Cichlids. Tangled Up in Cichlids is home to many awesome South and Central American cichlids such as Oscars, Severums, Waru, Angelfish, Jack Dempsey's, Viajas, and much more. They also have catfish, plecos, cherrisons, and even African cichlids. The second prize is a $100 gift certificate to Aquatic Rarities, Inc., aka Malone's Monsters. Now, Bob at Malone's Monsters and Aquatic Rarities is a true aquarium hobbyist with a love for monster fish and tropical fish in general. You will find things like lungfish, Leptorus, arowanas, 4-eyed anablips, and more cool oddball fish at Aquatic Rarities. And the last prize giveaway, And the third prize is Little Egypt Aquarium Club gift certificate donated by Little Egypt Aquarium Club founder Jeremy Stellhorn. Now, on the Little Egypt Aquarium Club website, you will find aquarium supplies for sale, like Fluval FX6 canister filter, hang on the back filters, aquarium heaters, and some awesome tropical fish food. You will be able to use that gift certificate to purchase some amazing aquarium supplies. So, aquarium hobbyists, to enter this giveaway, it's really simple. All you need to do is film a video of your aquarium and your tropical fish. In the video, talk about your favorite tropical fish species. Then tell me about what new fish you want to get and what aquarium supplies you can use. So, since Tangled Up in Cichlids and Aquatic Rarities only supply freshwater fish, it is beneficial for freshwater hobbyists to enter. However, saltwater hobbyists are encouraged to enter as well. And if a saltwater hobbyist wins, they will win a gift card to either Live Aquaria or Blue Zoo Aquatics, provided that the winner is a saltwater hobbyist. So all you've got to do is film a video of your aquarium and your fish, and also talk about your favorite tropical fish species, talk about what new fish you want to get, and what aquarium supplies you can use. Email your video to alexgoyankeescardinale19@gmail.com by no later than March 1st, 2022. In your email, leave your name, your contact information in case you win, and of course, your video. Each video entry will be uploaded to my channel and in my giveaway playlist. The top 3 videos with the most views and likes will be the 3 winners, and they will be announced live on March 6, 2022 during my 8-year YouTube anniversary celebration live stream. Good luck, aquarium hobbyists. This contest is open to every aquarium hobbyist, whether freshwater or saltwater, and any aquarium hobbyist in the United States of America. So enter right now. Good luck, and I can't wait to see your videos. Remember the deadline to enter, March 1st. Thank you for watching this episode of Aqua Alex Live here on my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. I hope you, the amazing tropical fish keepers, enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to leave a like on today's video if you enjoyed it, and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale, if you enjoyed this video, to see some more awesome episodes of Aqua Alex Live. Tank on, fish keepers, and I'll see you on the next Aqua Alex Live. Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everyone! Santa Claus Alex Cardinale here, inviting you to be a part of the inaugural Christmas 2021 Bash, airing live just 2 days before Christmas, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, at 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Join me, Santa Claus Alex Cardinale, for a fun Christmas 2021 bash, featuring an appearance from Chef Alex, with Chef Alex's best cookie recipes. I have a very important message to give as Santa Claus, and I'll give out Christmas present ideas and so much more. Merry Christmas, everyone, and happy holidays. Mark your calendars, Thursday, December 23rd, 2021, 11:15 p.m. Eastern, 8:15 p.m. Pacific. Christmas 2021 Bash. Live right here on Alex's YouTube channel, the legendary Alex Cardinale. See you then, folks. Merry Christmas.